What's up, what's up, what's up? This is probably the last time I'm gonna put this guy's name in the title, but the reason why I'm gonna put his name in the title, and I'm not gonna really physically talk about him, but he just fits in with the example of people like this. But I wanted to title this back then, The Biggest Losers on YouTube. You know, do a video about this. And what happened? But the thing is, how I do videos is sometimes I have an idea to talk about something and then I decide not to do it. But when more and more things that are common with that, pop up, only on YouTube, then I decided, let me, do a video, like more examples or something, And I was thinking about, since this guy did want to join into that kind of a hate crap, and want other people to get into it too, I'll just put his name in the title. So what happened was, what got me to do this video is another one, I needed more examples, before I start talking about something, and this one popped up. And there's probably several of them. I just don't hit these videos. I just, I see them. But I don't watch these dudes because I was like, that's clearly a single loser live. So, but I was on PlayStation, I think, on my PlayStation, and then I saw a picture of Mahomes. He's a football player. He's a famous football player named Mahomes or something. And then I start thinking about that time that there was these single loser dudes on YouTube, complaining about his girls, talking about how evil she is. And it was just I was just like, why are you guys obsessed with this football player's girl? It was just something weird. Somehow she's evil, she's super evil. And they were showing her go, yeah, or something. And just you see how she's this floating in the money or cloud something they call this. If she's cheering, she's cloud something. I forgot what they call it, but clouding, I guess. It's weird and I realize they use that a lot. They even use that for Jada Smith and stuff. And the thing is, and then it hit me, because I knew this part, what I'm about to say now is, I always knew there's this trend where YouTube, there's three trends I know, but mostly I'm sticking on 2 trends, and then I'll try to bring up something a little third trend that I know about YouTube. But the 2 biggest trends I see on YouTube is about, the first one is about hating females. Something about females are evil. And it's a lot, and I always notice when it's actually not when it's a couple thing, somehow the female is evil. But let's say something let's start over with certain ones I know, And I said, logically, people, I want to make sure this is clear. In the real world, I would not have to explain this to anyone because no one acts this way. And I will get into a point of that too. Just imagine if people did act that way in the real world. It'd be a shock, and I'll explain that in a moment. But, I remember one of them is, there's a recent one, but let's remember the football one. Don't forget about the football player, Mahomes or something. There was this big thing, it probably still is, I don't remember. But the new one I've kind of seen of a girl that I kind of done a video about, but I already put it on private. And the video wasn't about what they're trying to talk about now, but it was something I just said, something I saw on Ray Williams, is one of his YouTube channels, where they're talking about this scandals going on with her and her ex-husband or something. They're getting divorced. And, the scandal started out with she's not actually playing the video games. And I was like, and I did a video, I was like, that's a duh. I've seen her for a few seconds through one of the shorts flipping through, and I was thinking immediately she's not playing the video game. That was what my video was about. I didn't know about the new one that came out. It was right next to it. I just saw it off of Ray Williams. I was like, did you idiots not know that she wasn't actually playing the video games? Because the thing is, why I knew that is because it's not real, people. It's not really in reality. When you're playing video games or you're on YouTube, most of the time you're talking to a bunch of single dudes that are F-ups. You're talking to a bunch of fuck-ups, dudes, not girls, dudes. That is reality. when you're playing online on PlayStation or Xbox, you're not playing with some girl, like attractive girl with her tits hanging out. I don't believe Cyber Wolf is all that attractive. She's okay. She's more, like I explained, that deal more of a one-night stand. But no, you're playing with some dude that's clearly a fuck up. I mean, that is the real logic answer. It always has been. It's very rare that I'm playing with an actual girl, but more likely she's not going to be attractive. You know, it's just you're in some kind of a fake reality. It's just the chances of that is not real, people. You know, I've seen a couple of videos of some kind of like attractive girl. I don't pay too much attention to it because I don't like to look at fake bullshit of them like playing with video games where you can see their tits. It's just, to me, you know, I'm getting to the point, normally I'll be like, put some clothes on, but I'll get to the point of that in a moment about, it's something the second trend is. But, you know, and then it just, you know, but it was a huge combination. I can't remember, as you know already, Jada, and they use the thing as, oh, she's cloud surfing or whatever, cloud chasing, whatever, Will Smith. That literally makes no fucking sense. That just makes no freaking sense. If you're in a one race group, then yeah, you probably don't know who Jada is. Because Jada Pinkett was known as badass back then. You know, but if you're someone with color, you probably didn't know too much about her. But I just know how, you know, Scream 2, people came to see Scream 2 for J-Lo. Well, not J-Lo, I'm sorry, Jada. And they were pissed when she died in the beginning. They were pissed. They were also pissed about that one black girl who died on Kill Bill 1. They said, I came here to see her, and she dies in the first 2 minutes. I actually I'm not a fan of her, whoever that woman is who died in, Kill Bill. But yeah, so that just sounds dumb, but it's just ignorant things that people say. But the thing is, there's this thing that also, like say, like it's you understand the trend is somehow the female and the marriage, and they're still together. And a lot of times they're together. These people are together and have been married and probably going to continue to be married, but somehow in their head, their relationship is toxic and they're ruining the marriage or something. And one of them is, I don't know which is several, is her name Meghan Harry? You know, I recently ran some video, man, and it's kind of like I said about these hate channels where I saw like, his name Joe Rogan, where he goes, man, this Biden, man, he's up to no good, man. I mean, he's just always lying, man. Just all this corruption, man, all this corruption, but doesn't even say what he's talking about. And then it cuts to Fox News and says, you know, the clip I've seen, it says, there's Joe Rogan ripping it into Joe Biden. Like, what the F did he say? So I could easily find it before doing this video, but I didn't think about it until I already hit play. There's this thing about, it's easy to find, it's putting Meghan Harry, and the thing is, it really exposed exactly Meghan Harry was right. And it's kind of weird how people don't look at that kind of stuff, where it actually shows that Meghan Harry was right, where she felt harassed and where she was from. And where she was at with the Prince guy, I don't know his name. And maybe the Prince guy name is Harry. I don't know. Meghan and Harry. So I don't know their names, but who cares right now? And it showed this thing from Family Guy, but I remember it started out with South Park, where they says, we want privacy. And hate channels kept using it as if that was something really like, oh my gosh, they got him. Oh, they got him. I bet that's making them feel upset. It's like, it's dumb. South Park got let. If you started at South Park when it first started, you're still watching it, get out of your mom's house. South Park hasn't been freaking funny in years. You know, but it's just, so I saw some about Family Guy. It's pretty easy to find, this specific video. And then right after they showed the Family Guy short clip, and I want to play it to show what's good about this, because I hate channels want to use it. There goes Family Guy ripping it into, and I think they say the words, ripping into Meghan, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking, you really want this to be something, but it's not. These people are married and together and happy. And it's always some creepy person obsessing over it. Man, people, but there is so many other ones, you know, but these are not together, you know, like, shit, the Johnny Depp thing, I don't know her name anymore. Who's Amber Heard? Is that her name, Amber Heard? Shit, I don't freaking know. But, you know, you have Brie Larson, Little Mermaid, the girl with Snow White, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's just weird. But people, you understand that YouTube is just a bunch of single dudes, some reason wanting to see females to be evil. But this is, And I was gonna get into the second, thing, but let me finish about that. It's just, to me, I just imagine, how it was in the world, in the real world in high school. How we talk about females, it's always about trying to get with them. It's always about how, I'm go ask her out. It's like, you should go ask her out. Go ask her out. It's just because you just want to see him get rejected or something. But it's always about that. But just imagine people talking like that in high school. Honestly, it'd be like, that'd be some gay ass shit. And I think about all the groups I've been around. Like you say, one race group, a black group, and they say ghetto group and all that. Certain those groups, you get knocked the F out because you'd be like saying some gay ass shit to them, man. Because they're sitting there trying to talk about get with girls and you're just talking about some feminist and shit. Like, the fuck away from me. That's how it'd be like. It wouldn't be that. It would be just like you'd be threatened, which I know of from, people in high school. Because it's like, that's some gay ass shit, the way I'd be seeing some YouTube shit. But the thing is, because it's like so weird to see guys act like some girl's evil, that Snow White girl is attractive, and they'll be like, you're supposed to play Snow White. I don't know her name. She's in some Hunger Games supposed to come out or something. And you're supposed to be like acting like you're disgusted by something that it'd be like really gay. You would turn that down. You're supposed to, I don't know how to explain it for in this video, but it's just weird to be seeing some people like, angry about a female that it'd be like odd to not know that you would not get with that if she put it out there for you. You will really turn that down over some kind of weirdness or something. That's some gay shit to me. Now, I've been through the story about the gayest shit I ever had to deal with dealing with some dude turning down some girls when they asked us to go to a party. I cut them off. I wish I could explain that story, but I got other things I want to do. But yes, two girls walk up to the car. I already done that on one of my channels and talk about how it's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. He told them we're busy. The chances of that happening is like never. But the thing is that it helped me jump into the second thing is, so if it's not hating females, YouTube, when it comes to females, and every time I get this, and it happens a lot, when I flip into shorts, just flip into them. I usually have to delete my history, but I would still run into them. Shorts on YouTube. It would be a video where the girl like jumps up and down, or like jump once, and you see her tits, and she starts looking me in the eye. Yes, I like the way you're looking at me. And I'm guessing if you click her channel, she's probably trying to move you to one of her, do one of those Andrew Tate things to get you to subscribe to something, to buy something, to get them rich or something. But it's just like and it was constantly flip about showing, the video starts out with showing a girl's ass before it goes to something else. Sometimes it'll just be like people, having accidents and falling off a bike. But it starts out with a girl's, zoom into a girl's ass. And I'm like, why? And then I started noticing this is on purpose. First I was like, what was the point of the first clip on this video? The first thing. And then I started realizing each one of those videos starts out with getting close up to a girl's tits or something. It's on YouTube. It's just like, I just wish YouTube would get rid of that. But then I hit, because I was thinking, who's wanting that? But then I think about the creepy guys I kind of seen on YouTube. I was thinking, I believe that they believe this. YouTube is, make sure it's clear now, we'll get the second part, is about hating females, but it's kind of weird but it is mixed with, what's in the same even thing about girls are really horny. Like they really want to be screwed, and you can tell, and that sells a lot on getting views on YouTube. Cause it's just like a bunch of single losers on YouTube that want to complain about girls. Because I'm guessing, because they don't, not guessing, just that they don't want them, but they want to imagine them to be really slutty and talk about how they love threesomes. Because a lot of times on Worldstar, it's just like, I don't click them anymore, but they'll be like, showing a guy hold up a mic to a girl and she's tell me the most nasty things you ever done. It's like, one time I ate this guy's asshole, and then we had a threesome, and then I shit it everywhere, or I don't know. It's just. And a lot of times there's these broadcast things, they're always talking to OnlyFans, and they're talking about, man, I love it when my guys cheat on me, and I love to join in. I want to join in when he cheats on me. And it's like a constantly horror fest here. And it's just like, that's constantly on YouTube. It's either whining about females or clips on YouTube of girls giving you a fake reality, because it's like these guys never been with a girl, so they think that what you get with a girl is sex every day. Let you know this right now. I'm a person that had head every 10 minutes from a girl. It gets uncomfortable after the third time where I had to tell them to stop because they were like, you just want it. And then the thing is, that is very rare. Sometimes what I'm saying is, that's called lucky to be with a girl that would do that. You know, I'm not revealing which girl, could be the one I'm with, could not be. But just to want to have fun and see how many times they can make me come within an hour. I've been with a girl like that. And after the third time of that, it was actually feeling weird, and I felt like whatever it is I'm feeling right now is not feeling good. But also, no, people, for these versions out there who get on YouTube to get into those two things, no, that's not reality, people. They even brought that one girl called Brandy Ranner or something, Brandy Ranner, or it's like a world star sometimes. They're on YouTube too, but mostly it's this certain one where they have these like writings on this van. And I don't click these videos because I realize this is kind of, pig fuck shit. They talk about some shit that's not in reality. And it says, how many times do you like to have sex in a day? And she was actually being honest. I was like, and the only reason I clicked her is because I knew she wouldn't talk like them. I was thinking, I know you're not going to talk like them. She says, barely even 2 times a week. In reality, most people that I know probably have sex once a month or once every 2 months when it gets to, after being with each other for so long. But no, I've never been had sex like 7 times a day. No, people, it's not reality. And it's not something that you would want. But just to make sure that's clear for single losers that have never had any. So I know you're thinking, man, you would love it because you watch porn every day so you can have sex every day. No, it gets to the point, it gets boring where you rather just, at a certain point, is beat off to porn. It's just like, you're just busy. It's like, I'm just horny, I just want to beat off. I don't have time to wait for anything, just let's go beat off. That's the truth. Anyways, but that is what I've been constantly seeing the YouTube. Is somehow married people, the female is the evil one, destroying their relationship, and they're together, but constantly come up with these conspiracies to try to make it feel like this relationship is awful. This person is ruining their life, the cloud something, whatever it's called. Or a fake reality of girls are super horny. It's just, that's the main 2 things I see on YouTube lately. And I'm not searching for this shit. But the next thing is just, the third thing, which is a common thing, is just a bunch of fucking whining. Whining about a movie, whining about a TV show, just fucking whining. Just, and the thing is, I want you to make sure it's clear, I don't click these whining videos. It's just seeing these kind of things before, and I don't, and I just don't click them, I just, but it's just whining. That's what YouTube is a bunch of single dudes whining and shit. Anyways, I gotta go. But those are the 2 things that one things I wanted to know, explain about people who get into that kind of somehow the female's evil, they're evil, but apparently the other thing I noticed on YouTube is somehow there's these videos of girls revealing what sluts they are and how they love, making their mans come. There is no girl like that. I heard there was some kind of certain kind of disease, I don't know what you call it, disease, like Usher has it, where they're addicted to sex. That's like not real likely. It's kind of like threesomes, people. My biggest dream was a threesome, and my vision was to have a threesome. Only way I could have it is you have date a stripper, because the only way is you have to end up, what seems to me, what I've seen apparently, is to be with girls with low self-esteem that they don't really have their life together to have a threesome. It's not really. Because a lot of the strippers were in a way bi, where they can make out with other girls and have sex with other girls, and they mostly want to date guys. That was my ticket for a threesome, but it was always a failure. It was always a failure because but that was my ticket when I used to get some strippers' numbers. I was like, because also I'm picky, sure. I imagine threesome is one of them gonna be attractive, one's gonna be really ugly. You put one ugly per girl in there, I'm out, I'm good. I just want it, But at the same time, I heard about threesomes from people like Jake Paul, where he sticks where one person doesn't know what to do, so they'll stick their finger up your ass, and I'm thinking, nah, you do that with me, We're done. You ruined experience because I'm not smelling shit from someone. But my understanding, Jake Paul stick his finger up some girl's ass and then put his finger in the other girl's mouth. I'd be like, fuck that. But he's like, oh, I went ahead and put it in my mouth. But the thing is, people, that's not reality. You know, and that's not like, you know, a real person will like, if you're, let's say your dad heard that's how your life went, I'd be shocked if he just didn't see you to be an embarrassment. If you heard about, you know, I like to hear about my little one having threesome like with a track girl, but he's like, and I heard something about, oh, it had to do with some finger going up some person's ass. I'm thinking, yeah, I didn't even hear that. That's just an embarrassment. That's just weird. All right, peace. But I gotta go. But that is the main thing. Is there's more trends of hating the females, but of course, but I wanted to more stick it on, you know, the ones that are married, the ones that are with someone. It's always somehow on YouTube. It's always has been. It's never has been the guy. To my understanding, it's the female is somehow ruining their relationship, and they still been together, and they still are together. And it's just weird, and it's always some single dude saying it, you know, and it's just like some person that doesn't even really know the person. They're just going about off hearsay or some shit that they made up. All right, peace, I gotta go.